This final chapter, Chapter 4, contains 4 quiz questions to test your understanding of these materials. Question 1. After the Basel III capital charges have been fully implemented and assuming the national regulator has imposed a 1.5% counter-cyclical buffer, a bank's total capital ratio must be at least, and here are the 4 permissible answers. Solution to question 1. Ignoring the capital buffers, the bank's total capital ratio must reach a minimum of 8% of risk-weighted assets. In addition to this, the bank in this situation must build up a capital conservation buffer of 2.5% of RWA, risk-weighted assets, and a countercyclical buffer of 1.5% of RWA, which increases total capital to 12% of RWA. Therefore, the correct answer is C, as in Charles. Question 2. Which of the following is not a characteristic of additional going concern capital or additional Tier 1 capital? Here are the 4 permissible answers. Solution to question 2. Answers B, C, and D are correct. Answer A would be correct, except for the inclusion of preferred shares, which are not senior to additional Tier 1 capital. Therefore, the correct answer is A, as in apple. Question 3. Which of the following was not identified by the Basel Committee as a weakness of counterparty credit risk management? Here are the 4 permissible answers. Solution to question 3. Answers A, B, and C were identified as weaknesses by the Basel Committee. Answer D is not mentioned anywhere in the text of Basel III. Therefore, the correct answer is D, as in David. Finally, question 4. Which of the following is not true with regard to the proposed minimum leverage ratio? Here are the 4 permissible answers. Solution to question 4. Answers A, B, and C are all true. Answer D is false. On the contrary, most netting is prohibited under the rules. Therefore, the correct answer is D, as in David. This completes the quiz and brings us to the end of this module on Basel III.